Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on the premier Geek podcast, Ozzy and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm Ozzy.
And I'm the Freak. And it's time for another episode of A Week in Geek. It's A Week in Geek episode 4. Feels like we've done a lot more of these,
And that's it.
doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. I checked earlier. This is episode 4 of A Week in Geek.
Well, I
So,
mean, it's primarily the same kind of conversation as you and I would have without recording.
yeah, it's basically just a whole lot of bullshit. Lot of pulling out of our asses over here today.
Oh yeah, Well, there was enough. There's been enough headlines for the past 2 weeks that I thought we could bring to attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get started on it.
All right, well let me get this one first because,
Sure.
speaking of pulling out of my ass, Elijah Wood.
Okay. What's going on? All right. What's going
uh
on with Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood's got a new movie coming out. It's called Bookworm. And it's large Elijah Wood as a magician slash estranged father to this like 11-year-old girl named Mildred. Uh Mildred's being played by Nell Fisher. No idea who it is. She's way too young for me to have any idea who the hell she is. But yeah, it has like some weird Narnia magician magic weird stuff going on. This a little 11-year-old girl is going about her normal everyday life, and her world gets turned upside down when her estranged father, Elijah Wood, the washed up magician, Strawn Wise, comes to take over and look after her, and he agrees to take her camping to find a mythological beast known as the Canterbury Panther. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm into it.
Have you? Is there a trailer?
I haven't found a trailer for it. I have a still shot that I've seen, and like the picture that I found of Elijah Wood from this, it's bro, he looks rough. Like he's got long, scraggly hair, like a full on mustache and like a hobo beard thing kind of growing on there. Like he looks like he's been camping in them woods for this panther thing for a long time.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm intrigued now to find out more information about it. So we'll
Yeah,
take a look.
I'm gonna try and find it a little bit more. Um, let's see. I don't have a release on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but that's all I've got for that one. But it is called Bookworm, so
Bookworm.
it's an adventure comedy, is what it's said to be. So I'm interested in that. I want to see where that one's gonna go.
Oh, we'll see what Elijah can do.
Yep.
Speaking of movie news, with Wolverine and Deadpool coming out real soon,
Hmm.
there's been reports from AMC that they have sold over 200,000 tickets already.
Holy shit!
They already sold over 200,000 tickets, and this is the most day one purchases of an R-rated movie in AMC's history. And then this is
Wow.
just AMC. This is not from Regal. This is not from Independent Cinemas.
Uh huh. That's
This
just
is
just AMC
just
alone.
AMC.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of sold out shows for quite a while if you don't already have your tickets. I highly recommend going ahead and
God.
pre-buying if you can. That one's gonna be interesting. Interesting crowd, interesting time to go out and go see that. So hopefully we won't get any spoiler
I hope not,
before
man.
we get to see it.
I hope not. And I'll be honest with you. It's gonna kill me, but that I kind of already made a promise to my old man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he's not exactly mobile. He can't really get out.
Sure.
So whenever a lot of streaming services before the movie's even out of theaters, like you can actually rent it and do like a preview at your home and watch the movie.
Yeah.
So I've already made a promise to him whenever that Deadpool hits streaming, even before it's out of theaters, that we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna brew up some popcorn. We're gonna get some big gulps and stuff like that, and
Nice.
we're gonna have a movie night over there and watch the new Deadpool because he's a huge Deadpool fan.
Nice. You're gonna take it
He,
kind of like old school pay per view style.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly how it is.
That's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna go take it. I'm gonna go to the theater to see it as soon as I can. I'm not
Uh,
sure if I'm gonna be going alone. I don't know how my significant other is gonna be going seeing a Deadpool movie. And
well, has she seen the first two?
I definitely can't take number four, number five. Um,
No.
oh, it's Ryan Reynolds. Never mind. Have you seen the two Deadpool movies?
No, but we can totally binge watch, so I'm ready.
Okay,
Oh, maybe we could do like a stream party.
maybe.
Before it comes out, because I'd watch it. We can Mystery Science Theater this bitch.
What, the first two?
Yeah,
Actually, I wouldn't mind doing commentary along with that. That's kind of one of the things we were talking about before.
yeah, I think
That
that'd
might
be
be fun.
fun.
That might be fun. So and also in X-Men news, I have a little X-Men news that as far as the MCU is concerned,
Hmm.
and with Kevin Feige, the new rebooted X-Men finally signed on a screenwriter. So Disney and Marvel have started spending money on X-Men now.
What do you
They
mean? What do you mean rebooted? What are they doing? Are they starting the whole X-Men over again?
well, yeah, they're gonna with what's going on, and you haven't seen Loki, and
Hmm.
you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet. Neither have
I
I.
saw the
So
first I
there's
saw the first one,
what the
the
first
first
season of
season of
Loki.
Loki, but I haven't
Okay,
seen the second.
all right. So there's going to be some universal changes in the MCU. That's happened and it started in the second season of Loki, which is
Okay.
more than likely going to be tied up with Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, it's talks of a reboot. I don't know how hard of a reboot. I don't know if we're gonna get any kind of casting from the old stuff and rolled
Hmm.
in. Like, are we gonna get James McAvoy or Patrick Stewart? What?
I see the reference you did there,
I
or
don't know what you.
unwillingly did there.
What?
That's like a quote right out of Deadpool.
No. Oh no, no. That was.
When they talk about the X-Men and talk about
Oh
Professor
yeah.
X, they're like McAvoy or Stewart. I can never get these timelines straight.
I mean, but
See?
no, I got it. Look, but that was not intentional. Like, we don't know. We don't know what they're gonna do, and we don't know what's gonna happen until Deadpool and Wolverine come out.
I really like
There's
McAvoy, to be honest.
McAvoy. Yeah, McAvoy
I
filled
really
in the
like
shoes.
McAvoy. He did a great job.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. But they have signed on screenwriter. His name is Michael Leslie. Right now he's the hot new writer for the new Hunger Games movie, Songbirds and Snakes. That's about to come out or has just come out. So
Okay.
they kind of jumped on him, and I was looking at his IMDb and stuff that he's written before,
That's
and
what I'm literally pulling that up right now
yeah,
as you
the
said
only thing
that.
that's popped up right now that I think that either one of us would have seen, and speaking of X-Men, is with Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed. Did you ever
Okay.
see that?
Nope.
I only
Have
half
not.
watched it. I only half watched it. So I might have to watch that one again and see how this guy's writing chops. Of hopefully, hopefully he's ready for the big boots of X-Men.
Also, I don't know how to spell his name
Oh,
because I have I've pulled up two different IMDb's and it's not him yet.
so Michael Leslie, Lesslie.
Lessl. I was way off.
Leslie. Like I said, and I mentioned Assassin's Creed. It's the only thing notable that he's
Hmm.
written so far. At least to you and I think.
The dude has done Hamlet and Macbeth.
Have you
But
seen them?
no, but I'm just saying those are two big things to tackle there.
I mean, Shakespeare kind of did the heavy lifting already.
Yeah, but I mean, if he did Hamlet, Hamlet's one thing, but Macbeth, that's impressive. That's a tall task right there.
Well, it's just adapting the work that's already been done. I want to
Yeah.
you know,
So, talking X-Men universe.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men 97.
Mm.
Uh, the final season, or the season finale of X-Men 97 happened last week. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen it. You got no spoilers for me over here. We're good. And I know you haven't seen it either. However, the reviews have been added to Rotten Tomatoes. The animated series, X-Men 97, has become the highest rated MCU project of all time.
Over the
Wow.
Avengers.
Over everything. Avengers, Ms. Marvel, Captain America, everything.
Wow. That is
X
amazing.
X-Men 97 just obliterated them. And I
Well, it
mean,
seems like the fans got a lot of the boxes that they wanted checked off.
so Ms. Marvel got 98%, Black Panther got 96%. They got higher than them. Like,
Wow. I
yeah,
didn't think either one of those got that high of
yeah.
ratings.
I
I liked them.
I liked Black Panther. I loved Black Panther. Ms. Marvel,
Miss Marvel was fun, dude.
I couldn't get into it. I didn't. I couldn't get into it.
It was fun. It was a fun little show.
They skipped the whole first, like, they shouldn't have started with Ms. Marvel.
Are you talking about Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's okay. So yes, they skipped Marvel.
Exactly.
Okay,
And went
which wasn't
straight to Ms.
necessary.
I
She
know.
got her
I know.
powers from the
It
Kree,
wasn't.
just
You're
like
right.
Marvel was a Kree.
You're right. It wasn't necessary that they skipped him.
No, it wasn't necessary for him to be there at all.
I just wanted to see him. That was my only thing. Like, I would
Uh,
I would
just,
like to see the whole pass the reins, kind of in a
just
way like they did with Jodie Foster, or not Jodie Foster, uh, like they did with She Thor, Jane Foster.
Jane Foster. Okay, yeah,
You see the mix up there, Jane Jodie.
sure, sure.
Um, and what
Dude,
else?
Captain
What
Marvel
else?
was awesome. Miss Marvel was a fun little show. Um, I loved a little bit of nostalgia because it's our nostalgia now with her showing up in the '90s, landing in the
Yeah,
blockbuster. Listening to Nirvana, and
I
it
haven't even
was
seen it yet. I haven't
it
seen
was
it, so
nice. It's nice.
uh,
It's nice. And just because this doesn't give you Marvel, it still tells a good story. I still think she's a little OP, but
hmm
you
well,
know,
let's continue on here.
okay,
In other Marvel news, because most of my
sure.
news has to do with MCU today for some reason, because there's a lot going on right now in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so a few months ago, Lewis Pullman, Maverick, Top Gun, the new Top Gun movie, he joined the studios in the Thunderbolts,
Okay. Is he
where
like in charge of the reshoots?
no, Lewis Pullman, he's Sentry.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna get Sentry.
oh yeah, dude. We were supposed to get what's his name from zombie TV show on AMC, Walking Dead. Oh gosh, what is
Negan,
his?
the guy who played Negan.
No, 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 no.
Ooh,
I hate to say it. I want to. Oh gosh, oh the Asian guy. What was his name?
was it the Asian dude?
Mm-hmm.
He
He
was
was
going to be
cast.
Sentry.
He was cast, and he was getting started, and then he had to walk away for something else.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of has nothing to do with like the race, but yeah. I mean, have you seen Sentry?
Yeah, I know who Sentry is.
Big, buff, beautiful eyes, long blonde hair, white dude. It would have been
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It would have been interesting.
yeah.
But I can't remember his name. I want to say his name was Danny something. Um, but the Asian dude that played in Walking Dead is also the voice of Mark from Invincible.
Invincible.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, he was going to
And
be a superhero in a yellow
God,
costume twice.
I love Invincible. They did such a great job with it.
Dude, like Invincible's second season stopped so suddenly for me, and I was just like, "Oh no!" No, there's
I'm
supposed to be more.
I'm about
What?
halfway through season
What?
2. I'm about
Bro.
halfway. So spoilers to anybody else out there. Um, but literally, I was watching it earlier today, and when I stopped off, he was in another dimension or another a parallel universe after he killed the dude and was
Hmm.
stuck there in the parallel universe.
The desert.
Yeah, and the Guardians just came over and found him,
Hmm.
and that's where I left off.
Okay. I know exactly where you're. What? No. I.
So that's where I left off.
Yeah, dude. Like the season just kept. I mean, like it just kept building, and there was more,
Hmm.
and then like it just where it ended. I was like, oh, that's a weird. That's fuck. Weird place for it to end.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stoked to see Sentry on the big screen. Sentry is one of those guys that I just don't understand how anybody can ever beat this guy.
Well, that's why they made him mentally unstable.
And it makes sense. I mean, he's got like darkness manipulation, molecular manipulation, life manipulation. He can literally draw energy from anywhere, including like the microverse. I
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
what can't this guy do? He can turn invisible. He's invulnerable. Like he can fly. Um,
He can't keep his dual personalities in check. That's what
he's
he can't
basic,
do.
and he
He's
basically has,
psycho.
and he has spider senses too. You know,
He's
his sentry senses.
the only thing I know about him, and I've never read any Century stuff,
Uh huh.
but I've read up on him, and I have his
Hmm.
Marvel Legends. He's just he's psychotic. Or
Hmm.
he's not psychotic. Well, maybe he's just sick.
I think he's unstable, just highly unstable.
He's completely unstable. So he's such an
Yeah.
OP, such a like a strong, powerful character.
Hmm.
Um, him having the original Century, or but I think there's a new Century now. There's two of them.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they had to give him something, and I guess I'm assuming they gave him the mental instability just to say, okay, we got to put this guy in check. We got to put him
Yeah.
back in a box for a little while.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Captain Marvel in the MCU now.
Yeah. Wasn't there something else going on in the MCU?
Yes, actually, they announced today that officially they have a date of. They're saying that the new Marvel Vision series is going to be out in 2025.
Oh,
So
nice.
so we are going to get we're going to find out what happened to Vision.
Hmm.
What's White Vision doing now out in
Yeah.
the
When
world?
so this is a takeoff immediately after like WandaVision,
I hope
right?
so. I hope so,
Right.
or at least
So
at least give us some breathing space and like catch up on where he is and do
mhm.
some flashbacks of what he's been doing. Be nice, but we haven't seen Vision since the end of WandaVision. And what
No,
was that? 3 years ago?
3 years ago, I think so. Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's time. We need to check up on Vision. We see what's going on.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked to hear that. Uh,
Yeah,
and I remember seeing about that too. I remember the only thing that I saw about it is Paul Bettany's coming back to
yeah,
play Vision as White Vision, and that's literally like all the news I think they dropped on it.
yeah. There's, but it's nice to hear that there's an official. We're working on it. We know we're bringing Vision back. I didn't give two shits about Vision until WandaVision. I really like totally was like,
Okay,
yeah, I had
the
no
comic
concerns.
character, the comic character, or him in the MCU.
Period. The only
Oh
thing I was
wow.
interested in, well, the only thing I was interested in is I was
Hmm.
reading up on the stuff about the family that he created for himself.
Hmm.
So maybe we'll see something about that in this one. So that way we would get his kids and his wife.
I just want to see some action and not like a whole bunch of just lovey-dovey crap. Like Vision has a lot of shit he can do. But beyond Vision though, I don't even care. I'm just glad to see Paul Bettany again.
Yeah.
Paul Bettany holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Ever since A Knight's Tale. You remember A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger
I'm trudging
and Alan
to
Tudyk?
trudge. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So ever since that movie, which a great movie, great lineup. Like I said, we had Heath Ledger, Paul Bettany, Alan Tudyk, or however the hell you say his last name.
Hmm.
Um,
We have the guy who played Robert Baratheon
mhm.
from yeah. Who else was in that? That's about it.
Yeah, but that's all you needed.
Right.
And there was another movie he did. It was a movie called A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was like a mathematician, but he was batshit crazy technically,
Yeah.
and he was schizophrenic. And Paul Bettany was his best friend in there, and he was not a real person. He was a make believe person throughout the entire movie.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I only watched it once.
It was such a great movie, and
Yeah.
again, we got Paul Bettany in there, and he's just such a damn good actor.
I remember seeing him in something where he was like a priest or an angel or something.
Legion,
Legion.
Legion, another damn good movie.
Right.
He was basically like a fallen angel sent to help to protect the earth,
Yeah, he was.
and he
He was
was
the
a
one with the trumpet, wasn't
badass.
he?
Yep,
Wasn't he Gabriel? Yeah, he was Gabriel.
and he was badass in Legion.
I remember that. Oh, that was a good movie. I need to watch that again. Well, okay. Well, enough about that.
Well,
I think we need to
I
go
got
ahead.
one more. We gotta stay. We're still in the MCU. We gotta stay there for a minute longer.
Really? Okay.
Um, Sony and Marvel reportedly developing a new Spider-Man trilogy.
Okay.
Now it's not new. We're not getting another Spider-Man with doing it all over again. The Spider-Man 4 is going to kick off a series of 3 more films. So we're going to get 4, 5, and 6 with the new trilogy.
Okay.
Um, in which they're talking about this is going kind of the darker route. Um, the way that they did with the new Batman film. Uh, with with
Uh,
um shit, what's his name? Peterson, or
Sparkle Vampire.
yeah, Sparkle Vampire guy. Where we didn't really see Bruce Wayne.
No.
He pretty much just enveloped himself in Batman.
Right.
And that's one of the ways that they're actually talking that this movie's going to be going. The next trilogy is we're not going to see much Peter Parker. We're just going to see Spider-Man. He's going to be dropping, you know, being himself, and he's going to just completely be Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, he did at the end of the last movie. He made everybody
Hmm.
forget him.
He
So
did,
who
and
is
that's
he? Who is Peter Parker anymore in the MCU?
exactly. And what they're talking about is he's not going to pick up the life of Peter Parker, again. He's he's just Spider-Man now.
That's
And
kind of
and
sad.
it's going to be sad, but it's also going to lead to, when I think of somebody in a situation like that, I can see that going kind of dark pretty quick.
Well, hopefully they'll introduce Miles Morales and kind of give him some balance.
They might.
That'd be
They
a nice
might.
way for introduce Miles Morales, hand it off.
Mhm.
That way we'll get the dual identity thing again. It'll keep Miles Morales, or it'll keep Peter from go over the edge, like in the
Mhm.
Spider-Man 2 video game.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. It could be
Yeah.
interesting.
So
And I mean, you know that the new Venom movie that's coming out, the third one is gonna be that's the final one too.
I
So
didn't
as
know
far as the
that.
Spider Verse is concerned, with yeah,
So, and they're still trying to figure out who's going to direct this or produce this. They're talking
okay,
about going with multiple directors, and one of the names in the hat for producer is actually James Wan.
okay, yeah,
We've gotten a lot of movies from James Wan.
hmm,
Um, uh, we got Megan. Let's see,
fantastic.
Conjuring. I think a couple of the Conjuring movies.
Hmm.
Um, Aquaman, I believe.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like
like
Aquaman.
and he was supposed to be doing some sort of adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu. So I mean, he has been busy.
Yeah.
And in fact, something I love, another thing, to leave the Marvel Universe,
Okay.
James Wan is producing a darker reimagining of the Munsters.
I saw something about that, like a
It's
horror version of the monsters.
it's a very darker version of it, and it's going to be titled 1313 because that was the address of the
Yeah.
Munsters' house.
Right.
So, I mean, this is like I said, this is a guy who's done Insidious and Conjuring. We know that he can do pretty good horror films.
Right.
Um, I
Hmm?
let me throw this out there. Okay, Herman Munster,
Okay.
Grandpa, I fucking love them. I grew up on the Munsters. It was
Sure.
amazing. I
Hmm?
grew up on Rob Zombie, White Zombie. I love a lot of Rob Zombie's films, but Rob Zombie fucked up when he redid Munsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a travesty. We were done with the movie like 20 minutes into it, but we soaked up our pride and watched the rest of it anyways, hoping it was just gonna get better and better, and it never did.
No, I gave it 5 minutes, and I was like, nope,
Oh,
done.
it was a train wreck from the get-go. So I'm actually really happy and really excited to hear about this reimagining of the Munsters. I want to see what he does with it. And again, it's a reimagining. He's not trying to remake it,
Right.
and so if we don't get characters the way they're supposed to be or something, we can't be upset.
No, you just
But
you get a Frankenstein's monster
mhm,
falls in love with a vampire woman.
mhm.
They give birth to a werewolf.
Yep, it's Universal Studios Monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the show is about. Now, I will say this: the guy in Rob Zombie's Monsters movie that played Grandpa,
No, he was fantastic.
he did a great job.
Yeah. No, he was fantastic.
He did amazing. Everybody else in that movie was just absolute garbage.
Well, no, I mean, of course, he he cast his wife
Oh yeah, Sherry
again.
Moon has to fucking be in every goddamn thing, and she only has one role, by the way, that she plays in every fucking movie.
Yeah, she's just the crazy woman.
Yeah,
Like she's a one-dimensional actress, and I
and she's
don't
not even
know.
good.
I understand. I understand why he keeps casting her, but she was great in the trilogy. Um,
House of a Thousand Corpse.
House of a Thousand Corpses,
Yeah,
those movies. She was
she did
fantastic.
great.
I loved
Yeah.
her in those. That's her character. And it has nothing to do with comparing her in this role to another role. It's when she's in another role, I just
Mm-hmm.
don't buy it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see good acting. I can see it. She was fantastic and crazy and psycho, and I believed it and I bought it, and I'm like, yes, go ahead, crazy woman.
But
But
then we get movies like Lords of Salem, 31, and it's just every single
31 wasn't
movie.
bad.
No, 31 was a great movie, but her role,
Yeah.
her role in Halloween when he did the Halloween remakes, and she was Mike's mother, and then she came out in a white fucking horse, like in part two when she was never even in it. Like this woman's not even in this movie, but he had to put her in there. Like I don't know. I'm done. I love Rob Zombie. I love his movies, most of them. But god damn it,
Yeah.
I am tired of Sherry Moon.
Yep. Agreed. I'm there with you. And speaking of things that we're tired about, I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of this bullshit going on with TikTok.
Oh shit! What have we got going on, brewing up this
Okay.
time?
So one of the main things that came out a couple days ago is that
Uh huh.
TikTok is planning on laying off up to 1,000 operations and marketing people, based on the law that was signed in here in the United States. So now Americans and other people are now losing jobs because of this law.
Okay.
And also, the
Wow.
state of Nebraska is suing TikTok for targeting minors with addictive design and feeding a youth mental crisis.
What the hell does that even mean?
It's poisoning young minds.
Well, so was
Um,
MTV back in the day.
yeah,
I had
yeah,
I had to.
No, that's okay.
You see what I had to do
It's
there.
I did what you did there. Yeah, it's callback.
Yep.
It's callback. So I mean,
But seriously, like video
yeah,
game, everything is fucking ruining our minds. I mean, if we're not in a book, we're ruining our minds. Unless it's a book that is okay for us, because heaven forbid a child or a kid in high school reads 1984,
right. Or anything other than the Bible and
right?
Little House on the Prairie.
Look, I'm gonna be the first person, and not the first person, but 100%, I stand by this. The books that they're telling the kids not to read in high school or in college or anywhere in middle school, those are the books they need to be reading. There's a reason that they're telling them not to read that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, no. I'm a firm believer of going ahead and reading the banned books.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Ruining our
absolutely there
kids'
with you.
minds.
Yeah, yep. Feeding a youth mental crisis. Now I
Ugh.
get it. I get it lumping in, and I understand where mental crisis is concerned. I mean, we're not of the generation where social media was affecting us, but I do see it affecting other children, and I get it. There's online bullying that we never experienced, but we experienced our bullying in person. But with the hiding of the anonymity of having all of your information out there, and I can
Mm-hmm.
understand the crisis that's going on right now, and I understand too, even not outside of the youth and not outside of women's mental health with what they see on TikTok as far as beauty standards and body standards and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
I get the problems there. But suing the company for having the platform is a little bit, I don't know, a bit much. And I don't know why the state of Nebraska is trying to garner some media attention, because that's all this really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it really
So,
is.
you know how you said like beautiful beauty standards and everything like that for like women and whatnot.
Sure.
You want to know what the first thing that was that came in my mind?
What's that?
Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average black man and ask him, she got to put much back. Cosmo ain't got nothing. Like, you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what
Like,
you're talking about.
that's the first thing I started thinking about just now when when you said that beauty standards.
Oh man, I think there's going to take some accountability on
uh,
parents of the youth, to quit blaming shit on social media, quit blaming stuff on the kids on the internet, and take some responsibility for your own children.
yeah.
Take their phone away, turn it off, talk to them, teach them
How
how to
about
read a
let's
damn
let's
book.
how about let's stop giving toddlers tablets and phones to begin with? There's
Yeah,
there's little children out there that know how to use tablets and phones probably better than the average adult.
yeah, oh yeah,
Because and I'm not saying you do it. I'm not saying anybody of our listeners do it, but I will say everywhere I go, if I see children, not just like kids and teenagers. I see children with these giant tablets that are just on it 24/7.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, put the kid's literally outside, sitting outside with a tablet. I'm like, you're already outside. Go play.
Right,
I just want to
right,
throw a ball at them.
right. They're in the car and they're watching the tablet, or the battery's dead, and they have a conniption fit, and it's like, oh, we'll just do what I did when I was your age. Look out the window.
Yeah, like, do they even have like you remember when we were young? Do you remember the Scholastic book sales?
Yeah.
Like Scholastic would come to the
Mm-hmm.
school,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
the
They're
the
still doing
library
that.
would just be filled with racks and racks. They still do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
then there's a
They're,
little bit
they're
of hope still.
yeah. Oh no. They're trying to
Uh
keep
huh.
reading going on, and there's programs that the libraries are having and try to
Mm-hmm.
get reading back into the hands of kids, and I'm just gonna have to support that kind of movement, and I've seen it with my
Mm-hmm.
own number 4 and number 5. Um, they themselves would prefer to be on the tablet than reading a book or even watching a movie. They want something quick and instantaneous, and they can't sit still long enough to give their attention to a movie.
Man.
An
I
hour
would.
and a half, 2 hours, and then it's like, no,
Oh, see, well, that's because they don't know what it's like growing up being a couch potato.
no.
Laying on the couch late at night, watching cartoon after cartoon after cartoon, and falling asleep, and then waking up to some really loud ass infomercial. or a giant infomercial about pure moods. You remember
Oh
those?
God, yeah.
Sail away, sail away, sail
Oh
away.
my God, I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh my gosh. I
Okay.
part of me misses those infomercials. Like I
You know,
don't.
the other day I downloaded the static sound for when the TVs are when the TV channel gets
Oh
turned off.
yeah.
That.
That was like back before cable, because you
Hmm.
had to choose like channel 3, channel 4 and stuff, and you got
Hmm.
the yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted that static sound. So I found it online, and I was like, I just need to hear this, which is weird.
So the one we go to sleep with, the one I love to go to sleep with, it's called brown noise. Now, if your head is in the gutter like mine, it sounds like it's just going to be a bunch of shitting and farting. Because like the brown tune,
Yeah, the brown note.
the brown note, yeah. Um, so brown noise is it's really hard for me to describe this sound, but it kind of sounds like a muffled airplane engine. uh and it makes me it sounds like, and it makes me feel like an exertion of pressure. Like it's
Hmm.
really hard to describe, but it's called brown noise, and it completely mellows me out.
I'll check that out. Thank you.
Check that one out, brown noise.
Brown noise. All right.
Yeah,
Well, I have.
what's
Go
that?
ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I saw I saw this video the other day, and it's just absolutely true. And it's not just for Texas, but it's like it was a video. It showed a guy, and it says, Texans asleep, and it showed a picture of a dude sleeping, and all of a sudden you hear like sirens start playing, and the guy is just out cold. Then you hear like gunshots, dude is out cold. You hear like loud ass televisions and infomercials and all this other shit start playing. The dude is just out asleep. And then it said, then like a little quote comes up, and it says the ceiling fan turns off. And the guy just looks up, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he's awake.
Yeah, dude. I have to have the ceiling fan on.
Oh,
I just.
100%.
Oh my God. And I see houses, and I've lived in a house that didn't have a ceiling fan in the living
Mm-hmm.
room, and I'm like, what is this atrocity?
Mm-hmm.
What? How do you not have a ceiling fan?
Well, the room that I'm in right now recording uh
Right.
didn't have a ceiling fan, and I had to actually install and put that one. Thank you, Amazon. It was like 50,
Mm,
$60, and it is fucking awesome.
nice.
All right, moving along, move along. I got super sidetracked there.
It's okay, brother. I've only got one more bit of news.
Oh yeah, what you
Um,
got for me?
well, when was? Do you remember the original Xbox
Yeah. Yeah,
three
that
three
big
sixty?
giant
The
beautiful
big
black
black,
machine
beautiful black machine. That's right.
with a giant
Did you?
X.
Yeah, yeah. Did you know that there was a limited edition original Xbox out of 550 Hello Kitty original Xboxes?
What?
There were 550
Oh my god, what?
Hello Kitty themed Xboxes. And one of 550 Hello Kitty Xboxes, just recently sold on eBay. And guess for how much?
Oh my god. 1 of 500 original.
Hello Kitty.
The 30,000.
You way overshot. But
Okay.
you're in the right arena, though. $10,050 for an original Xbox
Holy shit. That's still a
themed
lot.
Hello Kitty. Exactly. $10,000.
Damn.
That is some serious collector.
Fucking Hello Kitty.
I want to know: is it a Hello Kitty collector? Is it a was it an Xbox, like a gamer collector that was just trying to collect as many different versions of the consoles that he
Now you
can?
got me wondering too.
Right, $10,000, and that's just an astounding number.
You know,
And this is we're a couple years removed now from the collector bubble that happened
oh
during COVID.
yeah.
This is post the time of like I mean, there's a lot of the market is weird and it's starting to come down for collectible video games. Um, well,
Mm-mm.
for the video games, the whole grading system is being in turmoil right now.
The
With
grading system is shit for anyways though.
but that began this whole downturn. Yes, video games
Mhm.
are selling for more. Yes, they're selling, but there's no assurance now. There's a lot of speculation, and I still think there's a lot of people that are just shuffling around money for this and not really. Um, and I might sound like gatekeeping, but not real collectors.
So t- I'm
Go
actually
ahead.
very happy that you brought this up. By the way, well, just my next topic.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
really happy that you brought up your topic because mine is a very similar topic right here.
Hello Kitty.
No, no, selling video games.
Okay.
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 In 1986, Nintendo Entertainment System video game Castlevania by
Okay.
Konami.
Right.
Okay. Fucking, that was one of the greatest games, and it launched a whole hell of a lot. We're talking like, I okay, I don't even know how many Castlevania games that we're up to so far. Uh
17, I think.
17, holy
I
shit.
think. I think.
Symphony of the Night is still one of my absolute favorites. I love
Mm-hmm.
Symphony of the Night. Um, we've gotten comics out of it. We've gotten animes out of it from Netflix.
This is
We
pretty good.
it was awesome. It
Yeah.
was awesome. I haven't even finished it, but from what everything that I saw was amazing.
Hey, we even got an animated character on Captain N.
I don't remember that.
Simon Belmont.
Simon
On
Belmont was on there?
Yeah, dude. He was the tall dude with the yellow pompadour and the like aviation
Holy
goggles.
shit, Simon
The
Belmont
backpack.
was on there.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite rap groups. So I'm into a lot of weird crap, okay? And I listen to a lot of nerdcore, and for those that don't know, nerdcore is a usually white guys, usually lonely white nerd kids that are rapping about nerd shit. And that's literally the name, nerdcore. Um you there was a super band that came out a long time ago, called the 8-Bit Boys, and they even did a song called Veterans, which was all about Castlevania and the Belmonts.
No
You
kidding.
know, yeah, it was a super group of Whitey Cracker, Entity, the Ranger, and TYT. Um, but it was called 8-Bit Boys, and that's all they rap about. Like, so they rap about all nostalgic video game stuff with 8-bit music in the background as part of their beats.
I'll have
So,
to
I
check
mean,
that out.
so yeah, even Castlevania is even in rap songs. But anyways, in 1986, Castlevania by Konami, the original Castlevania came out. It was $27.87. Um, just recently, it sold a rare sealed copy of Castlevania sold on eBay. Now, let me ask you, how much do you think it sold for?
Hmm. Sealed.
Sealed,
Graded?
not graded, original, still in its
Hmm.
package.
$20,000.
We're gonna have to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Bro, 30?
That's where it started. Okay, it
What?
started. The bidding started at 37,000.
What?
Yep.
What? All right, just where did it end? Holy crap.
Where it ended was the highest video game sold ever on eBay at $90,000.
Holy crap, dude. Jesus. And it wasn't through an
Yep.
auction house.
Nope.
It
This was
was
sold
just
on
on eBay.
eBay.
Whoa.
$90,000. Yeah. This
Holy
this was this I know that this is a Week in Geek. This is like new stuff, but this came out this was happened about a month ago. I'm just now discovering about it. 90 grand.
good Lord.
Uh-huh.
That is wild. Didn't in one of the auction houses that was got in trouble with the whole grading thing, um they sold like original Marios for that kind of money. That is crazy.
Yep.
Wow, man. Well, you know what? Castlevania is a great series. It is definitely a collectible series. It has its fandom, it has its fan base.
Mm-hmm.
$90,000. That is insane.
Yep.
Good
And
Lord.
we're getting pretty close to our time there. I just wanted to mention two more things before we go ahead and end this.
Sure.
Um from the directors are from Legendary Entertainment. We had the directors Danny and Michael Philippou. We are getting Street Fighter. There's no talks as of just yet about what the storyline's going to be, who are the actors, but we are getting a new Street Fighter film. Hopefully, this is going to be a lot better than the Jean-Claude Van Damme version that we got a long time ago.
Who's asking for a Street Fighter movie?
I don't think anybody's asking for it, and I think that's one of the reasons it actually might be pretty awesome. Hey, we're getting into some of the movies I've been saying for a long time. People need to stop remaking good movies and start remaking a lot of the shitty movies out there. Okay?
Okay, I'm with you. Okay. All right.
So if somebody wants to remake now, as much as I loved the original Street Fighter, it was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
That
pretty
was Raul
shitty.
Julia's last movie too, wasn't it?
Yep. And he it was because of him, because I loved Major M. Bison, that was such a great movie.
Yeah.
The line where he looks to Chun-Li about when she described how he killed her father, and then he looks at her and he says, "When I killed your father, that was the most tragic day in your history. To me, it was a Tuesday." And when he
Cold.
fucking,
It's
dude,
cold.
absolutely. When he said that, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. So, and sticking with video games, the last bit of information that I do have is we're getting John Wick pinball games. I just thought that was really cool. I like pinball machines.
Oh,
Uh,
bro, there's a
the,
pinball bar that's down here, and they have some awesome games.
we have one over here
Um,
too.
oh, do you? Oh,
Yep,
fun.
there's a pinball arcade bar that's in Houston. I've only been a couple. Oh no, it's in Austin or Houston. I don't remember, but I've only been twice. But it was cool.
Right on, dude. Right on.
Yeah,
My favorite pinball game is either Adam's Family,
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
yeah, and then there was there was a Simpsons one. There was a Simpsons one
And it
that I
was
remember
yellow.
playing. Yes, it
Yeah,
was
I remember
so
that one.
much fun. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, John Wick, I mean, it's a licensing opportunity for
Yeah.
them.
My
Um,
favorite was Mars Attacks, by the way. There was a Mars Attacks pinball game that was really awesome that I
Oh,
loved.
I imagine that was very annoying with the speakers
Ack,
of
ack,
the
ack, ack, ack,
yeah,
ack,
yeah.
ack, ack.
Oh, speaking of Mars Attacks, Spirit Halloween
Ooh.
showed off some of their new stuff that they're going to have for this season, and one of
Ooh.
them was a prop, life-size prop, a gun from Mars Attacks,
What? No
the aliens
way.
gun. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know I'm gonna be picking that up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we hear of Spirit Halloween, a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, yay, Halloween decorations!" And me and my wife hear
Mm-hmm.
home decor.
Home decor. I am right there with you, bud. I am right
uh,
there with you.
and they've
But I.
they've they've been picking up a lot of stuff too lately for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Mm-hmm.
Like the past couple of years, every time we go up there, there's just more and more Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It seemed
So
like that came out from out of nowhere too,
it
dude.
really did.
It's like why? I mean, like I get it. Like
Yeah,
it
I
was.
love it.
I mean, it's a
I'm
garbage
all
movie, but
yeah, I'm all about the cheesy B budget horror films,
no,
dude.
no, I get it. I get it. And this is, I love Spirit. I love the home decor. I
Hmm.
love the. I'm actually looking forward to this season. Hopefully, I can get a better proton pack from there this year.
Well, if I find a proton back, I'll keep my eyes open for you. And if you find a Mars Attacks blaster, you let me know.
Of course, of course. Well, I appreciate you guys listening to us. I really do. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and follow us. Usually you find us with OATFTG on all the social medias. Even our link tree will send you to all of our places. Um, so please like, please follow, please share
And
us if you can.
comment.
Please
Let's get some
comment.
comments going
Let's get
here.
some comments. Please leave us a review too on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We really would appreciate it. If any kind of
Oh,
reviews just helps the algorithm and helps spread the word about
hey, hey,
us.
hey, hey. Did did we ever get anybody answering our poll question about
Yes,
about
yes,
no, oh, you don't count. Your comment doesn't count.
dude, 100%. It's a nah.
If you want to know what we're talking about, we're not going to tell you. You got to go back and listen. We said we were going to make a poll for it. Now you got to do your damn homework.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
win.
Nah, bullshit. Bullshit. Doesn't count. Can't go on your own profile and comment on there.
I didn't. I mean, I got a vote.
That's
I
cheating.
mean, I voted. I was.
Uh-huh.
I'm a follower of
Uh-huh.
the other one.
Uh-huh.
It's it is what it is. Thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate you. For the freak, I'm Oz. We've been talking geek.
Hell yeah, we have. Now get out of here, filthy animal. Where is it?